You Ain't Going Nowhere perfectly exemplifies the fusion of rock and country music.
You ain't going nowhere. Ooh, right behind. Tomorrow's the day. A bride's gonna come. Oh, oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? And a gun that shoots, tailgates, substitutes. Strap yourself to a tree with roots. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh, right behind. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come.
It dropped in 1968. The song showcases the blending of traditional country instrumentation with rock sensibilities. So the electric guitar in this song has a twangy tone, which contributes to the overall texture of the song. The pedal steel is a pretty prominent feature. The drumming is influenced by both rock and roll and country. It does incorporate some of those country elements like some brush snare hits and those subtle fills. The bass guitar does a really good job here of anchoring or grounding this song. There is a really cool melodic foundation here. So the chord progression is definitely a blending of both genres. They do a really nice job of blending these elements. The acoustic guitar is doing what the acoustic guitar does in country music. It's kind of folksy, but definitely evoking that country feel.
Clouds so swift, rain won't lift, gate won't close, railings froze. Get your mind off winter time. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, right behind. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? I don't care how many letters they sent. The morning came, the morning went. Pack up your money, pick up your tent. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, right behind. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Buy me a flute and a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself to a tree with roots. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, right behind. Tomorrow's the day the bride's gonna come. Oh, oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Now Genghis Khan, he could not keep all his kings supplied with sleep. We'll climb that hill no matter how steep when we get up to it. Ooh-wee, right behind. Tomorrow's the day the bride's gonna come. Oh, oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair?
Over time, like really good wine, the album really sunk in, and people got it. Fans and critics alike realized that Sweetheart of the Rodeo really represented the best of both worlds and was something dynamic and new. It has since been regarded as one of the most influential country rock records of all time. So prior to this album, the Byrds had previously enjoyed success on rock radio with their folk rock hits. Sweetheart had more of a, shall we say, mixed response. So the shift in sound and the country elements, that pedal steel, the twangy guitar, made them less appealing for some rock stations. But on some of the more progressive rock stations, they did get some love. So the Byrds did get played on country stations. The country stations were like, yeah, it's good, ain't it? They really appreciated the band embracing these country elements and pushing out the music to a much wider audience. So the original members of the band during the recording of this album were Roger McGuinn. He was a founding member. He was the lead vocalist. He played guitars and wrote a lot of the band's stuff. He had a very distinctive guitar playing style. He was critical to the band's sound. Chris Hillman was also another founding member of the band. He played bass and mandolin. He was really instrumental in pushing the group towards this fusion, this country rock sound. Graham Parsons joined the group during the recording of this particular album. He, of course, played guitar and lent his wonderful vocals to this critical piece of work. He had a lot to do with the country side of this thing shining through. Parsons had a huge influence on the Byrds' sound, his vocals, his songwriting. The group broke up because of creative differences, lineup changes, personal conflicts. Graham left the band shortly after the release of the album due to issues he had with Roger and management. Things really changed for the band. They were no longer really the Byrds. By 1973, it was all over.